welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be solving Codeforces round 185. Let's go to problem A. So we want to pick a number that has like the maximum cost. The cost is defined as the sum of that cell, the number and in the cell, and then its adjacent cells. So I believe it's almost always this thing, whatever this is, because this is maximizing the number of sides and the cost, but um, I'm not sure about that, right? Because this could also be a good one, because this has 3, but then cost of 4 will always like be more. So I'm kind of confused about that, because this will always like pick this one and this one. So my guess is that the second last number is gonna be the best. So I'm gonna be picking that up, and we're gonna be going from that. So here the n was 4, so up to 4. So we're gonna pick n square. And answer is equals to n square, which is n into n, plus n square minus 1, n square minus 2. So 3 times n square minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 only. And we're gonna add a number that's straight above to that, which is 11 in this case, and by the formula that should ideally be n square minus n plus 1 minus 2. So this is n square minus n plus 1, and then this would be minus, so n square minus n here, n square n minus n minus 1. So this should be plus n square another minus n minus 3, and then minus 1 another minus 4. This is my answer that I believe should be the correct output. Because it'll always be this thing right here. If this fails, I'm gonna be shocked. Okay, this failed. N for what n did it fail? For first, that's weird. How is this returning -1 for first? Okay, for 1, it would be just 1. Yeah, we failed at that one. If and for 2 it would be like I'll pick this one. So 2, 5, and 6. And 2, 5, and 6. No, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 2 and 3 and 4, that is 9. Any other case where this won't be possible, like picking this one? Like if we take a 3 cross 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we can always pick this one, right? So that we have the optimal amount of things. I believe this is right now, and I'm gonna submit it. Moving on to the next question. You start with an integer array A, which initially consists of n zeros. You have to perform the following action exactly n times. Choose left and right. Assign a of I to be a of I plus 1 for each I. What? Just increment by 1. A range. And you're given an array B consisting of n integers. It has to choose such values of L and R. Each action said that for all actions are performed, it's possible to After all n actions are performed, it's possible to reorder the elements in such a way that A becomes equal to B. The maximum value of R minus L plus 1 over all actions is as large as possible. What? The good part, wrong answer. Oh, 95. We failed. Ah, we failed. Okay. I guess the answer will always be in these four options that I have. Almost always. I believe. So I'm gonna just be checking these four options. 11, 12, 15, and 16. The max of this and n square plus n square minus n, that is 2n square minus n plus minus 1 plus 3n square minus 1. Let's try this one. Okay, it's not the case. Amazing. Now we are left with a max of can we pass 3 elements to max. Can we? No, we cannot. So max of this getting really ugly right now. Max of now this is done, this is done. Now this and this are left. So okay, for this one the answer would be n square minus n minus 1, right? N square minus n minus 1, n square n minus 1 plus plus n square, this one minus 1 plus n square minus n, this one, right? This would be n square minus minus 2 and plus this one, this guy. Now this is exactly n uh, behind this one, right? So n square minus n probably. Oh, whatever the number is, that minus. So that's this minus n, which is 2n. 2 into n. Let's try this one. I mean, this works, but I'm not taking any chance now. Um, I believe that this one will always be smaller because of because the 3 4 numbers here and a 4 number here, and always this number would be smaller than this one. But I don't want a wrong answer now. I don't want wrong. I don't want the wrong answer, so I'm gonna be doing this one as well. So I'm gonna be taking a max of yet another thing. Max of. It's getting ugly. Okay. What's this? This is n square, of course. Plus this is n square minus n, of course. This one. Then it's n square minus n, which is 2n. Plus this is n square minus n minus 1. That's it. That's it. I'm really skeptical now. So the maximum value of r minus l plus 1 is its maximum when we choose a large range to perform that action at least once. So we just want the largest range that we could like choose in this one. Okay. So we have input as t, t, and then n. There is at least one way to choose L and R for each action. Wait, this either is a very hard problem or a very easy problem. Oh, wait, I cannot see the input and output here, which is wild. Why? Let me copy this. Wait, the input and output went away. What? Okay. Um, that's weird. Um, hmm. Okay. So we have a 5. We have a 5. Um, I think we just count the number of zeros that we have, and then we just remove the number of zeros that we have from the n, and that's our answer. So the reason is because we cannot perform this operation, increment operation, on zeros. So we have to at least leave that much range for that. So, and we can like do that for each other one. That's possible. And now, if it's that easy, then we should have a lot of submissions, which we kind of have. We don't have, but this is an educational Codeforces round, which is also weird. 335, 331. Thank God it's wrong. So we have all ones in this one, and the answer should be 5. But then the answer is 1. What's that? Oh, you have to do that exactly n times. Exactly n times. Okay. So now it's not that easy. Um, this works if you have a number greater than um number equal to n. If no number is equal to n, then we cannot perform the if like if it's greater than n, then it's not possible. That but they have given this constraint that there is always um, there is always a way. So that greater than n is gone. Greater than, not possible. Um, So we'll always have to leave out the zeros. But now the answer can decrease because of the because I'm just trying to check. No, like this code works. Okay, now there is no number that we can perform n operations on. Um, and all of the numbers are smaller than that, then we would have to like do operations like first increasing this number to n, then increasing this number to n, and so on. Operations like that. Now to do that, I'll have to count the sum of all numbers. Um, so we have the sum of all numbers. That's the max number that we can go, and this will always be greater than n. If this is lesser than n, it's not possible. So sum is always greater than n. Now, what it tells us is that if our current answer that is all numbers except zeros, uh, if we and we would need the max number, right? Or not? What I'm thinking is that remainder is semi mod n mod answer So let's take another example. Let's say um there are six. Let's say um 5 is present here. Now I can do this guy 5 times, and I can do these guys 1 time. Basically, the answer is let's simplify the question. The question is I can increase the count by r minus l plus 1 every single time. Um, let's say this is equal to x, so I can increase the count by x. Now what's the max x can achieve? The max x I can achieve such that the remaining quantity I can fill by once. Or if I cover them all, I need to do it n times. N times. N fucking times. N freaking times. If I have to do this operation n times, um, should be less than equal to some I. I don't get it. Like I can see that I need to like do it once here, once here, once here, once here, once here. If this was 0, then I wouldn't be possible to do that. Like this is the worst case scenario all once. The answer is 1. If we have 2, the game changes. If two twos, It doesn't matter. The max number matters, right? The max number matters. No, max number does not matter. If I have two twos, then I can pick three in the same basket, right? If I have a three, and then let's say all ones in the five range, then I can pick that three. Um, I think the answer is Maxi. The reason is, um, if I have a three, if I have a two, let's have a two, then I can pick that and another one. But then I can do it only if only once, because some would be lesser than none. It's the answer is not Maxi for sure. Let me consider some scenarios and their answers. So let's say a scenario where three items are present or two items are present. Two is very easy. Three. Let's do. Let's say we have a two and a zero. Then the answer is always two. Oh, one. Mm, But if we have one and one, two, one. let's say it's 3, n is 3, and then we have 2, 1, 1. This can be included twice. This can be included once. This can be included once. But then if I include this one, then I can't. If I do this 1 1 1, then I increase it by 3, and then I'll not have enough room to do it again. But if I do like this 1 1, then 2, and then 1 here, and then 1 here, or let's just say I cannot take a jump. That will reduce the sum by cannot perform any operation that increases sum. So 10 minus 1 operations left. Cannot even be performed 1. So my answer would be my answer would be take as many that you can, as long as the remaining sum is not like less than n minus 1. So the answer is semi answer is semi minus n minus 1. That's my answer. I'm being really blunt here, but I need to move on from my life. As long as n minus 1 is still present, we are fine, right? Fuck. The reason I was saying is n minus 1 is fine is because if we have n minus 1 sum remaining, then we can just do it 1 1 1 1 1, right? But it looks like that's not the case. Ah, fuck. Got it. So the max chunk we can make is uh whatever the sum is minus n minus 1, of course. So this is the max chunk we can make, but we need to have that many non-zero elements as well. So the answer is max of, or the min of, because if there are not that many non-zero elements, let me give you a case where let's say sum is, let's say, uh, 10 and n minus 1 is like 5, or let's say n is, let's say 5. 5 minus 1 is 4, so we can take a max of 4 away from it and still be um, left with a few 1 1 1 1s to remove, and then since we have this 4 number, and then we should have at least these many non-zero elements. So if I have like I can take out sum is not 10, right? To make the sum 10, 2 2 2 3 and 0, let's say. Oh yeah, sum is 10. Sum is 10. The number of ones is 5. But I can make a max chunk of 4. So then the answer is minimum of this, comma not 0. Now could I miss this detail? If this passes, I'm done. I'm done with this. I think this, wait. I'll just read the third question for namesake. Ah, it failed. Seems like. Oh, it passed. You're given two integer arrays as well as an integer k. Mm, why is there always an operation? Okay. Choose two integers x and y between 1 and k. There exists an index I such that qi is x by y. Say, okay, we have to maximize the number of operations. Uh, no, I don't think I'll be able to do that. And it's 9 p.m. I have to go. So thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please share, comment, like, or subscribe. And that's it for this video.